Hello, guys. This is Philip, and welcome to another episode of Street Photography Diaries. We will start off with a tip for street photographers and any kind of photographers actually is to get as big as possible, to get as big as humanly possible. So when you do photography, especially on the street, less people will just fuck with you. I propose this just half seriously and half jokingly, but it has some truth to it. So, yes, this is my tip for today. Let's get on with it then. So, today's episode is gonna be recorded in High Street Kensington. The reason I picked this street is that I never actually did photography on the street, and it seems that it's a really busy street with a lot of different people. It's a smaller version of maybe Oxford Street and less stuff going on, but it's still a quite nice location for photography. Also, it's not that far from my place, and as you know, I sometimes do these episodes after I do a whole days of work and I'm kind of tired, so I don't want to bother going out of my way too much to do street photography. So this was one of these days that I was just there just to get over it. I just wanted to get over photography out of my system. I just wanted to express myself a little bit before I continue the rest of my day and go home and relax and whatever. So that's why you see me in the beginning do exercise and whatever. It's just after my work, I had some food, I went out, did some exercise, and I really wanted to keep on just photographing because it's all about repetition in this thing. Like you can make 1,000 photos and maybe just a couple will be amazing, but amazing uh, I don't think my photos are amazing. I'm just comparing it to my usual work. So when I when I do photography, I don't compare myself to any famous photographers or whatever. I just I just want to be better than I was before, and to be better, it's just repetition and repetition. So I'm heading here. Here I'm heading west, and it's I'm this whole episode I'm just gonna be walking in circles in on High Street Kensington, just crossing the street, taking some photos, crossing the street again, walking, crossing the street. It was a short session, maybe 1 hour, but you know, like 1 hour you can make some decent shots in 1 hour. Um okay, so I'm heading. No, now I'm heading west, and I'm taking this photo of this man. This is actually one of my favorite photos of today's session. Actually, I always like these types of shoots because when you shoot a person in a convenience store, grocery store, corner shop, or whatever, you get interesting lighting from inside. So you see usually these fridge how you even call them like fridges for Coca-Colas or whatever, and they produce some light, neon light, and from the outside you get the light, and you get a lot of colors of the products, so you get an interesting effect. So I do that kind of photography often, but it's getting less and less interesting and not really original. I see other people doing a lot of stuff that's similar, but it's not really about what other people are doing, because I don't really think you can be truly original today when everyone has a phone camera that's maybe even better than my camera, even though my camera is quite good. I'm using a Fujifilm X-T30, so it's a really good entry level. I would say entry level camera, but I don't see beginners using this camera. Okay, another photo of a girl. Yeah, so McDonald's girl. I took a photo of her, and then she said to me, "I don't want photos," but you know, who gives a shit? I mean, no one will really see this. I doubt she will see this, and it's a flattering photo. She looked really nice, so why not put it on there? Also, I really don't see why people are complaining sometimes of their picture being taken, because it's always they're always actually being monitored. London is the most surveilled city in the world, and to complain about someone taking a video or picture of you, it's just, I don't know, kind of ridiculous. But you know, you have to respect people. I sometimes ask people for a photo, but you know, you sometimes take a photo, you don't even see the person's face. You can't really recognize them. And my profile isn't that big, and I always try to make flattering images of people. I never want to embarrass people. But in the future, I would love to make an episode where I just ask people for the portraits. So that would be a really interesting episode. Maybe in the future, maybe episode 7 or 8, because I made a couple of them already, so they're ready to be posted maybe next week. Okay, so this is the end. I ended up in Hyde Park, and here I am collecting my stuff, putting my camera away. So that was it. It was a really short one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you, and I love the feedback you guys sometimes give me. As always, thank you and goodbye.